Welcome to Readings by Patty, and this is the energies for Libra leading in and around October. I'm so happy to have you all here. So, Libra, I feel even though right now it may be a difficult time, it is one that if you keep up your optimism and your positivity and you change your perception, you will get through this, all right? I feel that whatever's happening now is happening for a reason. It is to lead you into a better place. So, with that said, I like to remind you this is not a personal read. Take what fits and leave the rest, as well as the video with the most views will get a bonus read. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, Libra. So, what do I feel? I do feel that Libra in the past and in like it could be like recent or distant past, um, you were in a lot of mental conflict, okay, and you were struggling to find a balance. And I still feel a little bit for these Libras that I am reading for, that standing your ground and standing up for your beliefs and your cores is what you need to work on moving forward. And like I said, by changing your perception and keeping your optimism and hope moving forward, you will really ignite some really good new brand new beginnings, one that will meet you more for your passions and your desires, and you're not living for somebody else. Because I feel in the past maybe that was what was going on. You were living for somebody else. They wanted you to be a certain way, or they thought that you had to do certain things a certain way, and that was their expectation on you. But that kind of knocked you off balance, Libra, because you don't do so well living under somebody else's expectations. Okay, so I feel like in the past you kind of were in two minds. It really played some head games with you. It left you struggling to find that balance. However, like I said, the temple path, whatever is going on right now, whatever the journey and the struggles that you may be currently feeling, really is to lead you into a better place, a more healed place for you. And you could have a man holding the coin is up here. You could have somebody come in and help you financially, or advise you financially, or help you get more stable. Because I feel that right now you're under a lot of changes, and it could be financial, it could be where you're living, it could be anything, okay? Loves, emotions, changing your perception. There's just a lot of hard changes that the Libra got to go through right now, the ones that I'm reading for. But it's because of this learning journey. It's for what you gain in wisdom. Okay, you're gaining the wisdom from this journey. You're learning something in this journey, Libra, and it will bring you the balance, and it will. But you have to continue to move forward, like I said, with positivity, optimism, and changing your perception on these energies. Let's get some clarifiers here. I haven't pulled any for you. All right. So, yeah, you can't hold on too tight to all of the past. You just got to make these hard changes and know that you've learned and gained the wisdom and the strength, and don't battle yourself too much, okay? Just do it, because you're going to have to move forward instinctively and not look back. You just have to take that step, because you know what you bring to the table, Libra. Okay, you don't have to give it to anybody. You don't have to prove it to anybody. You don't have to get them to understand what you bring to the table. You just have to know yourself, but you can't hold on to them not seeing that, okay? Because it says there's some kind of completion and you instinctively have to move forward, but it's going to ignite something. It's going to open your heart. You're going to bring so much passion and joy into your life. It's really taking that action at this time for you guys. But it's not easy. It could be a very difficult time. But I see things doing good, because you're moving out of the rocky times and into calmer times. Okay, this is being in the storm. You can't see clearly. You can't think clearly. You got all these mental conflicts and challenges and blocks when you're in the storm. But as you move out of the storm and you're not in all the confusion and somebody playing head games even with you, you can start looking at it in a more clearer way. But by removing yourself from the rocky times or the hard times is how you're going to start seeing the clarity. It's how you're going to start changing your perception and learning your lessons, because you'll be able to look at it with a clear head instead of holding on to something that is just clogging your head. It's making it so confusing that you just don't know. You're in two minds. You don't know which way is up, which way is down. You got to figure out some kind of balance. But by holding on to it too tight, you're holding on to those energies. But as you move out of those times of that mental conflict and that need for balance, and you leave it there, you start to find the clarity. You start to find the balance. But not everybody's going to be happy, Libra, when you find the balance, because there's toxic jealousy, codependency around, right? But you have to do it just for you, not for nobody else. This has to be for you. These changes has to be for what you desire, Libra. Right? As I'm saying, the wheels of fortune are turning, and they're turning in your favor. You just got to go with it, get through these changes and these challenging times, these hard changes. Okay, they're not easy. I'm not making light of it. But you cannot be expected to be somebody and not fulfilling like your own desires. This here card, passions, following your dreams, desires, passions, the things that fit you, the things that make you happy. But if we're with somebody or in a work situation or any kind of situation, a living situation, and they have a certain expectation, a certain station in life, this is what you have to do, and that's it. Well, then you're only fulfilling everybody else. You're not fulfilling your own desires and dreams and passions, is all I'm saying there, okay, Libra? Like, you have to not worry about other people, and you have to do this for yourself. You have to allow yourself to do what your desires and passions and dreams and the things that make you happy, okay? And then I got the Empress card down here. And that's because you're all that and a bag of chips. Like, you have to know your value and your worth. You got to know what you bring to the table. But it doesn't matter who else doesn't, is all I'm saying. You just got to know, and then be selective over who you allow to have that. You're going to make a dedicated effort, and you're going to really work hard. I do feel friends or family or somebody coming into your life to help you through these challenges, through these hard changes. Like, you're in a transition. You're going to come out as a different person when you're said and done, all these energies. And good for you, Libra, for taking that step, or at least trying to take that step to move yourself out of those rocky waters into calmer times so that you can clear your head. I just feel like it's a lot in your head, okay? And it does take work and it does take effort. But understanding that everything is to bring you out better on the other side. You got to stop looking back, and you just got to move. So coming into the future energies, like I said, your perception, your optimism, your positivity, your hope, your healing. It's looking very good going into the future, especially with these great big brand new beginnings. So you got to keep up that work and make that dedicated effort to clear your mind and look at things from all angles with some kind of understanding, but without having ownership. And you'll see things starting to change then. But like I said, you still have a lot of internal conflict and battles because you probably held on to this thing for a very, very long time. And it's not always easy to fully let it go. And a matter of fact, even when you think you've let some things go from your past, they have a funny way of creeping in. And that's kind of what I do. I'm here to help you even when they creep back in. But we have to do the work so that we free ourselves from anything that holds us back from what we truly want. That's the wonderful thing about this, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. You're doing the healing steps that you need. You're doing what you need to do. But you have to stop holding on to it. Understand that you're going through this for a reason, and it is to bring you out into a better place in the beginning or in the future. You instinctively got to move forward because you know what you bring to the table, Libra. So it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. But I do feel people coming into your life while you're going through these hard changes and learning and gaining your wisdom that are going to come into your life that you're going to hold a lot of gratitude for. But it all starts with you knowing your value, your words, and then setting up your healthy boundaries. Okay? These are your blockages and challenges or things to work on. And stand your ground is upside down. So that's telling me that you're ready to move forward. Your creative juices are flowing for this new beginning. There's something ignited in you that you know you got to move forward because you can't stay in this imbalanced mental place no more. You got to come out of that, even though it's going to be hard. Sometimes you still don't stand up for yourself at this point. So, what I suggest for Libra is getting in touch with who you are truly. And what I mean by that is, what is your core? Okay, I talk a lot about our core because once we know our core and we trust our core, then nobody can kind of knock us off balance anymore. But with that is our morals, our values, our ethics. It's who we are. These are our core values on how we view life and we move forward and we treat others and we treat ourselves. And these are our bottom lines and these are our boundaries. So, what I feel for you guys is that these things are starting to begin now. But learn your core. And once you know your core, you don't have to defend it. Just because somebody else don't understand your value system does or how you run things, you do. And because you do, Libra, you have to be able to let that be your inner compass moving forward. Right? Stand your ground. Sometimes you got to be a bitch to the people that don't really want this for you, or the people that causes the rocky times and stormy weathers. When you start gaining your balance and you start moving forward for your greater good and understanding your value and your worth and all those things, you're going to actually start moving forward into more creative juices and brand new beginnings. So you're setting yourself up for a better beginnings. It's like a whole different way. You're transitioning into a whole new way of thinking and moving and allowing. But getting in touch with that core, your values, your morals, and your ethics is what's going to push you through. And sometimes to protect our boundaries, and while we're still learning how to protect them, it gets to a place where you kind of got to stand up like the biggest bitch in the world and say, no, I don't care. But that's okay as long as you start understanding that you can have healthy boundaries and you don't have to defend them. You don't have to fight for people to respect them. So as you're moving forward, remember I said that you never had to defend your true morals, values, ethics, your cores. That's who you are, and you owe no explanation to anybody. Okay? And I do feel that there's going to be lots of options and lots of opportunities and lots of decisions to be making at this time. So just trust your core, Libra, as you're moving forward, and don't be hard on yourselves as these hard changes are going. Keep your optimism and positivity and have an open perception of it all. Look at it from all angles and leave the rest. All right, guys, I sure appreciate you. Please like, comment, and share, as well as like it and comment so we can get the most views and you guys would get the bonus free Libra. So thanks. Until next time. See you again.